So hey my family, so today was clean the beds out day, and we looked ahead towards basically like the farmer's almanac, and we started watching the weather of what's coming up. We're basically gonna stay in the ranges of our normal winters, so for us that means we are safe to go ahead and replant. Like I said, I'm not giving up. So we are right now in the 10 footer that I showed you, and we wiped this bed completely out. And some of the vegetables that we're looking at, just so you know, for cool weather. Now, as far as our cabbage and cauliflower and all that, that's actually done. There's nothing more we can do about it. We've got some of our, look at there, our honeybees are flying around the homestead too right now. Amazing. We're just really grateful to see a whole bunch of them still alive. So basically what I'm going to be planting today is cilantro. I'm going to plant 3 different varieties of radishes, some Swiss chard, some bok choy. We love that in Chinese or Asian cuisine. Some more parsley, chives, and some Siberian dwarf kale from Baker's Creek. So we have mixture of seeds between Baker Creek and M.I. Gardner, both fantastic companies. What I'm looking at now, the others are going to be in the greenhouse, but I'm actually going to put some outside. So I'm going to have a variety in both areas. One of the greenhouses are going to be completely shut down. There's no sense having both of them. So I'm going to go ahead and put, I think out here, I'm going to put some of the cilantro out here. Definitely some of the lettuce, and I think a few radishes, and then the rest of them will probably go inside the greenhouse. So I'm going to go get some lettuce varieties, and we will be right back, and we will go to planting for a little while. Honestly, it's quite amazing right now, as we went from such single-digit freezing temperatures to keep you indoors to wearing t-shirts today in the upper 60s. I guess I'll never get Mississippi. So some of the lettuce varieties I'm looking at is probably going to be some Little Gem Butterhead lettuce. Let's see here. We'll do some Little Gem. These are like romaine. So these are really good. I've had these before, so we'll try some of these. They claim right now that there's fixing to be a lettuce shortage, so if you can grow your own, please do so. It doesn't take much. You can use a regular pot to even grow in on your lettuce. So, and besides, it's so much healthier just doing your own. So I'm going to suggest maybe go ahead and start your lettuce. So you don't, they grow fairly fast, and you can continue to keep growing, cut them, they'll grow back. So seeds are pretty cheap at M.I. Gardner at $2 a pack. It's so worth doing your own. And with this shortage, I'm just going to go ahead and just plant my own. So I'm going to be doing some arugula too. This stuff, oh my gosh, it's a peppery flavor, but so good in a lettuce or salad. So that looks like we're going to plant right now. And I may do some merlot, which is a purple-headed lettuce, and I don't know if you can see these with the glare from the sun and all today, but we're definitely going to try some of that too. And I have some Butter King. I might as well go ahead. Like I said, it doesn't hurt for me to have as much lettuce as I want. So, and Lord knows I made sure that I had the seeds for lettuce. And at these rates, I could just go ahead and get some more. So I prefer to actually have fresh over store-bought anyways. We got, there was one time I seriously witnessed, close by to us, they were selling a head of lettuce for almost $5. No, I don't need lettuce that bad. So that's what we're going to do. So you're going to be spending the day with me planting. I was originally going to do this indoors, and when I started looking at the temps, I kind of got it's almost like the farmer's almanac temps, so I kind of got a brief glimpse of what's going on for the next 3 months, and it looks like regular winter for us, so I just decided to opt out, save that inside for the spring planting for my summers, and I'm going to just go ahead and do this out here. So that's what we're going to do today. So I'm hoping you can see this, but another little tool. I absolutely love this tool, y'all. My husband got me this for Christmas. It's called a hori hori. This knife is actually amazing, and it's not really a knife, it's an actual garden tool. It's got pivoted edge right here where it looks like a shovel. This is a shovel. It's got inches and measurements for measuring up your seeds into your ground. It's got a hook here for cutting plants, string, whatever. This thing is absolutely amazing, and when I dig up my roots and stuff, I have had no trouble digging anything up. So I love this thing on my side, and I couldn't thank my hubby enough for this. So alright, I think we're going to start with some of the little gem lettuce right now. So I'm going to be over in this corner here, and I'm just going to make a run of it. I don't really watch spacing too much, but I don't want to overcrowd them. I've had one where, because these seeds are so little, y'all, it's hard to actually look at it. So I just kind of do a thin run of it so that they'll come up, and if I have to later, I can space them out. So I might just go ahead and take some of these leaves in the yard if I wanted to, and make a mulch cover over my seeds so that they can pop through that too. But if I do use the leaves, I'm going to actually crush them up, so make it easier. So I'm just going to do a run.
This right here is a no-till deal.
I think my hubby just turned around and planted some of his seasonal seeds in my flower bed. And then he's looking at my sesame seed planters as well, which those self-seeded themselves. He's getting in the planting spirit too, y'all.
Well, it's got radishes, it's got greens, all that stuff, so that's one reason I'm putting it out.
It's actually for the honeybees.
No, not the radishes and all that. The radishes we're going to eat, and the greens we're going to eat.
Right.
But it's also got red clover and all that, so yeah, that'll be for the honeybees for spring.
So, and I don't know if you can see how little these seeds are. So no, I don't take the time to take and separate one seed at a time. I'll just take a light sprinkle down my line, cover it up, and this only requires about 1/4 of an inch covering, so basically just the top layer. Then I just brush the soil over the top of the seeds, and that's the end of that. I think I'm going to go ahead and do another run of these too. Like I said, I can't have enough lettuce, so we grow, we can come out here, pick it, make a salad. It's amazing, and I actually like it. And I know I'm doing quite a bit of varieties, but that will make a beautiful salad bowl too. So I'm going to go ahead and do another run of these. You know, I honestly thought I'd just go ahead and finish out this pack because that's all there was, but there's no way. You get quite a bit of seeds. These will last you a good while before you can go through them. I think this is my 4th planting out of these. So, I mean, you can't go wrong. I don't know if they say how many seeds are in this pack. 250 seeds. So y'all, these are so worth buying your own. So we went through the little gems, and I think the next one I'm going to do is some of this merlot, the purple lettuce. So I'm going to do that next to these. Again, these are 1/4 inch. You don't need a whole lot. Another pack I'm almost out of, so I'm going to just go ahead and finish these off. And the days of maturity for these things, according to this, is they start sprouting in 7 to 10 days. They don't actually have the full time span of maturity, but they do start sprouting, all of them within 7 to 10 days. So you got to look within, I'd say 2 to 3 weeks, you got lettuce that you're able to start picking. So definitely worth it to me. Next, we'll go ahead and do the little gem butterheads. Now these I will probably space a little more. These take 50 days to maturity date, so and I'm going to put some of these in the greenhouse too. Some of this, like I said, I'm not even going to bother replanting. We lost our sugar snap peas and all of that, so I'm not even going to bother redoing those. We'll just chalk it off for a loss this year. Alright, now, so the rest of this lettuce, I'm going to go ahead and stick inside the greenhouse. More will go next, but I think the next run I'm going to do, I don't know, I might do some arugula too now. Go ahead and do some of that. I absolutely love arugula. I'll plant some in the greenhouse as well as out here. I guess it's my backup. In case these don't out here make it too well, I'll have the greenhouse, which will be slightly warmer even if it does get cold. So I'll plant the rest of this in the greenhouse. We got 20 foot of space in there, so next we're going to go ahead and do some radishes. Now there's one that's really unique. I actually love these. They got a beautiful variety of colors called the Easter basket from Baker Creek. These are really pretty. So my husband loves these things, so I'm going to go ahead and plant some of these as well. Matter of fact, we'll probably do that now. We have some little giants that we're going to plant and some AD18 Jours. They're good size radishes in the end. Now I do want to space these a little better because I don't want these overcrowded. Give them space for the radishes to grow. I've made the mistake by just letting them come in here, and that was the end of it, and I had some poor results from radishes. We'll just go ahead and start another run of these. One thing I can honestly say about homesteading, this is very relaxing to me. It's comforting to know that we're going to be okay, that we can do our own, don't have to rely on no grocery store. I mean, it's really not that hard to garden, as you can see. It does take time, yes. You do have to wait on your vegetables, and I agree. You do have to weed. I mean, there's work to be done with it, but in the end, it's really rewarding when you get those great flavors. You get, I mean, I can't say enough about this lifestyle that we do. So, and I know it's not for everybody. I mean, I totally get that. So, I mean, if anything else, you get to enjoy it right here with me. So, I'm hoping at least, I'm encouraging you to at least try to garden, even just a little bit. Next, we're going to do the giants. These are an M.I. Gardner one. We're doing the German giants. I've never tried these before, so I'm going to try them this time. I'm just basically planting a salad out here right now. Again, I want to leave some spacing in here so I'm not overcrowding our radishes.
Grub worms actually work this out here down. It's in the compost now.
We'll plant some more of these in the greenhouse. And then the next thing I want to plant out here, I'm thinking about putting some parsley, because I need some more. Ours just got totally wiped out. So even though these are a cold hardy variety, so I'm thinking about, yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Or Swiss chard. These are decisions I have, and they drive me nuts because I love the plant so much. So I think I'll do a little bit of both, and then we'll just head out to the greenhouse. I'll find out what I do with my parsley. There it is. Okay. So, and then the parsley, we're going to do the giant Italy's. So I think we'll do some Swiss chard. We'll do some kale, Swiss chard, and parsley, and then we'll head to the greenhouse. See, I told you, I just don't know. I want so much, and I know how they grow already. I've been doing this now going on 5 years. We just had an unexpected hit, so I'm gonna go ahead. I don't have much left of this Swiss chard. I've not really got to enjoy it much to try it, so I'm gonna try it again. And if we do actually like this and we actually succeed this time around, I might have to buy some more, because this is the last of what we have. So I'm gonna go ahead and move you over here and resituate. Okay, I don't know how much you'll be able to see here, but we're going to try this out. So we're going to do a run of Swiss chard right here. These grow pretty good like kale from what I understand, so they need to be at least an inch apart from each other. So I'll probably try one run here and then one run in the greenhouse. Now I'll take the rest of these and we'll bring them into the greenhouse. And let's see, I want to do some kale. I'll probably put my kale down over in this end a little bit, and I'll aim it towards that way. And I'm going to do some parsley right here, right now. See, I'm going to move you so you can be able to see better. We're going to make 2 runs of parsley over on this side. And I do have some more, so I can also put some in the greenhouse. I might even try that. I usually put this, I should have just put this in my herb bed, but just in case they don't work, I got that room over there too. I just want to get enough of it right now for the rest of this winter. And then we have our kale left, and I'll be ready for the greenhouse. I'm going to try and step on this other side over here and plant these.
Check out our chicken compost.
Yeah, it did disintegrate the compost. We got enough compost around here. That's the other thing we've been doing, is getting into learning how to do compost. And we've started a big old pile, but we have other areas too. We found that were accidental places, I guess you call it. So I'm gonna try and flip over here, y'all.
Pile this up there.
Right there in that bigger compost, because that needs to be broke down. So hopefully you can see this. It's hard to see with this sun. I'm hoping you're being able to see it better. But I can't say enough about this little knife he got me for gardening. It's awesome. And we're going to do 2 runs of kale here too. And I'll keep you updated on how this is working. Again, these will be planted inside the greenhouse as well, so. And the greenhouse is like our backup source in case something out here goes wrong. You know, they say when you first fall off the horse, get back up on it again. Well, we had a bad mishap in weather, so we're getting back up on that horse again, and we're replanting. So we're going to head on over to the greenhouse now and finish planting the rest of this. Okay, so we are in the greenhouse right now, and we totally wiped this out. So, and I'll show you the whole thing once I'm done here. So I'm going to go ahead and start some radishes on this end of the greenhouse. Some may say I'm an heirloom snob, but truthfully, it's just what I enjoy. I love the germination rates from these companies, and I'm not being promoted by them by far. It's just based by my experience. I've tried all kinds of seeds. I've been to Walmart, I've been to Dollar General, and some were good, some weren't. I mean, the germination rates from those stores were not the best, but hey, if that's all the seeds you can get, they work. They work just as well as what I'm doing now. It's just over the years I've decided to go ahead and do the heirlooms because it's what I prefer. I love the varieties, I love the germination rates, and I have had some beautiful gardens, so it's just my preference. I'm not telling anybody that they have to do this. I'm not saying what kind of seeds you have to have. Look, if you can put a seed in the ground, that's the best thing you can ever do for you and your family anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the Swiss chard on this end here. I don't have a whole lot of seeds left on these, so I never even got a chance to even try these, so I'm really hoping I get a chance. It is one I've not done yet, so I'd really like to know what these are like. And this one actually is a rainbow Swiss chard as well, so 2 runs of this over here and it'll finish off this pack. I hate that I lost my first round of these, but it's alright. The next round I think I'm going to end up doing over here too is the kale. Now we actually like kale in our, no, actually no. I'm going to do the bok choy over here. I love the bok choy now. When they're small like that, you cut them in half, saute them up. Oh, they're amazing. So I'm going to do a run of bok choy. Probably 2 runs. I got enough space here, so. And since this is the only greenhouse we're going to be working in, both hubby and I, since it's so warm out here, decided to just come and work out in the gardens and work on the homestead and replenish everything, so. I'm going to go ahead and get these all planted, and once I get this finished, I will show you exactly how we end up cleaning this thing out, and we'll go from there. So we took nearly this whole entire run down here and planted a whole entire salad in here, and then in the 10-footer that I showed you too. Like I said, we wiped out both greenhouses, and we're only going to just do a salad mixture right now. And I do have some of my herbs in the herb bed. The only thing I planted there basically was chives and parsley right now. I'll be planting tarragon, savory, oregano, and all that come spring. So this is where we're at right now. So at this moment, we're just going to see how everything works out. We're going to go ahead and water these gardens. And I'm hoping I gave you some ideas of what you can do in the winter or in the fall time. So if you get mild winters like us, you can grow it outdoors. But if you do have harder winters, there's nothing saying that you can't grow them indoors and still have a salad. You can bring them in pots and grow them inside. So they do like cooler temps, maybe not single digit temps like we've had, but they do like cooler temps. So I'm hoping this has helped you somewhat in some of the varieties that we've planted today. So until next time, you're going to be learning or seeing, not learning per much say, but you're going to be seeing a lot of different things as what we do and run on the homestead. So right now hubby is actually, he's watering some of the mixed clover, radishes, and just a mix of seeds, greens and stuff that he's planting out here. So we're just trying over and seeing what we can do. Actually, underneath the chicken coop is fantastic mulch right there, or not mulch but compost. So we've been using what we can around the farm, and we're going to get us through the winter, and these are some of the things you'll just be seeing. So not only just canning, but gardening, homestead work, some of the things we're doing, rearranging. So there's no telling what you're going to see every day on the homestead, but hopefully you enjoy it. Or if anything else, hopefully it makes you feel like you're on the farm with us. So until then, much love to each and every one of you, and we'll see you next time on Parton's Heritage Homestead.